Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, why does my makeup make me look older instead of younger? If you're over 50, trust me, you're not alone. I get it. Our skin changes. It's drier, thinner, less pigmented. And suddenly, the makeup tricks we've been using for decades just don't work the same anymore. Foundation starts looking cakey. Eyeliner makes our eyes look smaller. And lipstick bleeds into those fine lines we wish we didn't have. But here's the good news. You don't need heavy, mask-like makeup to look youthful. With just a few smart tweaks, you can look fresh, natural, and elegant. The way beauty over 50 is meant to be. In this video, we're breaking down 5 common makeup mistakes women over 50 make, based on Dominique Sachs's expert tips, plus my own real-life advice from clients and friends who've transformed their look and literally shaved years off their appearance. And stick with me, because at the very end, I'm sharing a simple lip combo that I call my Instant Age Rewind. And once you try it, you'll never go back. All right, let's start with mistake number 1. And trust me, this one alone could change the way you see yourself in the mirror. Did you know that according to a 2024 Allure survey, nearly 68% of women over 50 admit they still stick to full coverage matte foundations because they're afraid to let their skin show? Here's the catch. That habit might actually be adding years to your face instead of taking them off. And trust me, I was part of that 68%. For years, I believed that the thicker the foundation, the better I could hide my sunspots, freckles, and fine lines. But then one day, I ran into my college best friend. She looked me straight in the eye and said, "Wow, why does your face look so pale?" Ouch. That was the wake-up call I needed. I realized my heavy foundation wasn't helping me look younger. It was masking my skin and making me look, well, lifeless. What's really happening? Dominique Sachs hit the nail on the head in her video. These are the most common mistakes. Heavy matte foundations exaggerate texture and settle into fine lines. Choosing a shade that's too light makes your face look disconnected from your neck. Applying foundation evenly across your entire face creates a flat, mask-like finish with zero dimension. How to fix it? My over 50 game changer. Here's what I've learned after years of trial and error. When it comes to foundation, less is more. 1. Go for a serum tint or light to medium coverage foundation. These formulas are sheer enough to let your skin breathe, but still give you the coverage you need. Many of them are packed with skincare benefits, like niacinamide to brighten and smooth your skin, and even include SPF. One of my personal favorites, Ilia Serum's Skin Tint. It's clean, hydrating, and it gives you that your skin but better vibe. 2. Apply it where you need it most. Start at the center of your face, around your nose, cheeks, and chin. Then gently blend outward. This keeps the coverage where it's needed while the edges stay soft and natural. 3. Match your foundation to your neck, not your face. Here's why. Your face is usually lighter than your neck, because it's more protected from the sun. Matching your foundation to your face alone is what creates that dreaded floating head effect. Instead, test shades along your jawline and down your neck. You'll get a seamless, natural finish every time. Real life. Example, Jane from Seattle. Jane, 52, used to be a full coverage matte foundation devotee. She believed the thicker, the better. But when she switched to a serum tint and applied it only where she needed it, something amazing happened. Her skin looked softer and more radiant. Her friends told her she looked at least 5 years younger. Jane laughed and told me, "I can't believe it took me this long to figure it out. Less really is more." Let's talk about you. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like your foundation was too heavy or too light? Are you team full coverage or sheer tint? Would you like me to do a side-by-side test, half my face with a heavy foundation and half with a serum tint, so you can see the difference? Drop your answers in the comments below. I love learning what works for you because we're all in this beauty over 50 journey together. And once your foundation is fresh, natural, and perfectly matched, there's one more feature that can completely transform your face. Your brows. Trust me. The right brows can take years off your look. Ready for mistake number 2? Let's dive in. If your foundation is the canvas, your brows are the frame, and the wrong frame can make the whole picture look off. One of the biggest mistakes I see women over 50 make is using eyebrow pencils that are way too dark and filling in every single inch of the brow. Instead of lifting your face, it can actually make you look harsh and even older. And I'll be honest, I've been there too. For years, I grabbed the darkest brow pencil I could find and colored my brows in like I was shading a drawing. The result? A face that looked heavier, not softer. According to a 2024 AARP beauty survey, 54% of women over 50 still use brow colors that are too dark. But here's the good news. When those same women switch to a shade 1 or 2 tones lighter, 72% of them said their faces instantly look softer and younger. The fix: softer, natural brows that lift your face. Here's how to get brows that look polished but never painted on. 1. Go 1 to 2 shades lighter than your hair color. If you've got dark brown hair, try a soft taupe or medium brown. A slightly lighter brow opens up your face and gives you a softer, fresher look. 2. Use hair-like strokes. Instead of filling in the entire brow like a coloring book, use short, feathery strokes that mimic real hair. This keeps the brows from looking blocky or stamped on. 3. Blend with a spoolie. This step is non-negotiable. Brushing through your brows diffuses harsh lines, blends the color, and creates a natural, airy effect. 4. Leave some breathing space. Focus on sparse areas and the tail of your brow. Leaving the inner brow slightly softer keeps the look light and youthful. Real life story. Linda from Austin. Linda, 57, used to swear by her jet black brow pencil. Her brows were bold, heavy, and sharp. But last year, she switched to a brow powder 1 shade lighter and started blending with a spoolie. The result was night and day. Her brows looked softer, balanced, and way more natural. At a company holiday party, her co-workers actually asked if she'd gotten a brow lift. Linda laughed and told them, "Nope. I just finally learned how to stop fighting my brows." And honestly, she looked 5 years younger without a single needle or procedure. Let's talk about you. Now I'm curious. Are you still using the same brow pencil you used in your 30s? Have you ever tried going 1 shade lighter just to see the difference? Would you like me to make a side-by-side demo? 1 overdone brow versus 1 soft, natural brow, so you can really see the transformation. Drop your answers in the comments. I promise, you're not the only one still figuring out brows after 50. And speaking of transformations, once we fix your brows, it's time to tackle something that can instantly make your eyes look bigger and brighter. Eyeliner placement. This one simple tweak could change everything. If foundation is your canvas and brows are the frame, eyeliner is the magic touch that makes your eyes come alive. But here's the thing. So many women over 50 are still using the same eyeliner technique they used in their 20s. You know the one. A thick line drawn from the top down. The problem? It actually closes off your eyes, makes your lids look heavier, and can unintentionally add years to your face. The fix: line from the bottom up. Instead of dragging eyeliner from the top down, try this. Start at the lash line. Work from the underside of your lashes, tight to the lash line, and gently flick outward. Add a soft lift. A tiny, subtle upward flick at the outer corner gives your eyes that youthful, lifted effect, without the harsh, dramatic wing we used to wear in our 30s. Choose smudge-proof formulas. Hooded lids or fine lines around the eyes can make eyeliner smudge fast, so go for a waterproof pencil or gel. Curl your lashes and add mascara. This step opens the eyes instantly. In fact, you might not even miss your false lashes. Real-life story. Martha from New York. Martha, 60, used to draw a thick, heavy line across her upper lids because she thought it defined her eyes. Instead, it made her eyes look smaller and tired. When she switched to lining from underneath and adding just a soft flick, her eyes looked bigger and brighter. Her friends swore she must have had lash extensions. Her response? Nope. Just a new eyeliner trick, and it didn't cost me a dime. And she's not alone. A 2024 Beauty Independent survey found that 68% of women over 50 still use their old eyeliner technique. But when they switched to this simple adjustment, 75% said their eyes looked noticeably larger, and their face looked 3 to 5 years younger. Let's talk now. I want to hear from you. Are you still drawing eyeliner the same way you did 20 years ago? Have you tried lining from the bottom up and adding that soft flick? Would you like me to make a split-screen demo, old versus new, so you can see the difference for yourself? Drop your answers in the comments. Trust me. You're not the only one figuring this out at 50 and beyond. And once your eyeliner is on point, we're moving to the next game changer: concealer and powder placement. Because if your eye makeup is perfect, but your under eyes look heavy or creased, it can undo the whole look. Let's fix that next. If there's one area that can make or break your makeup after 50, it's your under eyes. And yet, this is where I see two of the biggest mistakes. Either using concealer that's way too bright, or skipping powder altogether because of the fear it will settle into fine lines. Here's the truth. The key isn't avoiding these products. It's using them the right way. The fix: match your skin. Don't mask it. Choose a concealer that's skin tone close. Instead of reaching for something 2 or 3 shades lighter, pick a hydrating concealer that blends seamlessly into your natural tone. Apply it exactly where it's needed, mainly under the eyes where the darkness is, not all the way out to your temples. Set strategically with microfine powder. Don't skip powder. A talc-free, ultrafine formula can be your best friend. Lightly dust it on your T-zone and under your eyes. It will lock in your concealer, reduce shine, and keep everything looking smooth without caking. Press, don't sweep. Use a small brush or puff to press powder in lightly. This technique helps blur lines rather than emphasize them. Real-life story, Susan from California. Susan, 58, used to swear by concealer that was 2 shades lighter. Her goal? Brighten her under eyes. But what actually happened was the opposite. Her fine lines became more noticeable, and her makeup never lasted. When she switched to a hydrating, skin-toned concealer and set it with a talc-free powder, everything changed. Her under eyes looked smoother and more natural. Her makeup stayed fresh for hours. At a recent dinner party, a friend even asked, "Susan, did you get some kind of under-eye treatment?" Her reply, "Nope, just a smarter concealer and the right powder." And she's not alone. According to a 2023 Makeup Science Journal study, 72% of women over 50 use concealer that's too bright. But when they switched to a closer skin tone and added microfine powder, 81% reported smoother under eyes and a 30% longer lasting base. Let's talk. Are you still using concealer that's lighter than your natural skin? Have you ever avoided powder because you were worried it would settle into lines? If I shared a powder sandwich technique that locks in your concealer without creasing, would you want to see it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I promise, you're going to rethink everything you thought you knew about concealer and powder. Now that our base is flawless and our under eyes look smooth, it's time for my favorite step, the one that brings life back to the face: blush. And trust me, this one little tweak can make you look 5 years younger. As we age, our lips naturally lose definition and the color fades. But here's what I see all the time. Women fall into one of two extremes. Either they pick a super pale nude that completely washes them out, or they go for a bold, deep shade that ends up looking harsh and aging. The secret? Balance. Instead of those flat, lifeless nudes, go for something with a hint of warmth, a peachy nude or a rosy nude. These tones add just enough color to bring life back to your face while still feeling soft and sophisticated. And please don't skip lip liner. A liner that's close to your natural lip color is like a magic tool. It keeps your lipstick from feathering, defines your lips, and even creates the illusion of a fuller pout without filler. Now let's talk about gloss. Here's the trick. Don't smear it all over your lips. Just tap a little right in the center. That tiny touch of shine will make your lips look plumper and more youthful without the mess or bleeding edges. Let me tell you about Patricia. She's 55 and lives in Chicago. For years, she wore this super pale, beige nude lipstick because she thought it looked classy. But instead of making her look fresh, it made her look washed out. Then she switched to a peachy nude, added a lip liner that matched her lips, and dabbed a bit of gloss in the center. When she showed up at her company's holiday party, one of her co-workers actually asked, "Patricia, what did you do? You look amazing. Younger." She laughed and said, "Honestly, I just changed my lipstick." And the results aren't just in Patricia's head. According to a 2024 beauty trend survey, 68% of women over 50 are still wearing nudes that are way too pale. But when they tried warmer nudes, peach or rosy tones, 79% said they looked brighter, healthier, and yes, younger, sometimes by as much as 3 to 5 years. So now I want to ask you, are you stuck in the pale nude rut? Have you ever tried pairing a peachy nude lipstick with a lip liner that's close to your natural lip color? And would you like me to share a foolproof lip combo that makeup artists swear by for women over 50? Once you get this one detail right, it pulls your entire look together, soft, fresh, and effortlessly youthful. And honestly, it's one of the easiest changes you can make starting today. So, there you have it. The 5 most common makeup mistakes women over 50 make, and exactly how to fix them. Remember this, less is more, but only if it's done right. A sheer skin-like foundation, softly defined brows, eyeliner that actually opens your eyes, concealer and powder placed with precision, and a lip color that brightens your whole face. Master these 5 things, and you'll see it for yourself. You don't need to hide your age. You just need to elevate your best self. Because women over 50, we don't follow trends. We create our own. Elegant, timeless, effortlessly beautiful. If you found these tips helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which technique you want me to try in the next video. And remember, age is just a number, but style is forever. Now go out there, own your beauty.